I want to jump first.
Hi, future self. Look at this outfit that I got on. I am at the prosthetics place getting my leg adjusted. Currently it is making my toes go numb, and I can't ride my bike wearing it because it has a flexion stop, so I can't extend my foot all the way. My foot sort of stops right there, and I need to be able to extend it slightly farther. So that's what I'm doing. Good morning. After this, I'm going to the grocery store, and then we can go home and do all zarts. So they totally fixed it. The numbness that I was getting in my toes totally fixed, and he changed the back so that I can now extend my foot slightly, and I can also, I'm gonna point you up my foot, I can now like bend like where my toes are. I can bend that section now, which I couldn't do before. But yeah, it turns out like tiny little adjustments make the prosthetic fit so much better, and it works so much better. So we have another appointment in January to assess then sort of any other changes that need to be made. But yeah, prosthetic is turning out great. One of the major issues I'm having so far is that I was having this before they adjusted it, but is that I drive a stick shift and I wasn't able to push on my foot at all. So now I'm gonna try driving with it on. It might help to loosen the ankle strap so that I have more range of motion in my ankle. So we'll see if that works. So far, I think I can actually drive with it on now. I do have to loosen both of the Velcro straps, but that's better than having to take my entire prosthetic and my shoe off every time I drive, because it's super annoying when you have to like put it on in the house, walk down to the car, take it off when you're driving, drive to the place, put it on, go into the place, like do your errand, go back to the car, take it off. Like, it's just very annoying. So I'm gonna now try driving to the grocery store with it on, but not Velcroed. Okay, so I also had to move the seat up in order to like sort of get close enough to the clutch to be able to push it, because I still don't have full range of motion in my left leg. But with those few adjustments, since he's okay, it's definitely kind of like relearning how to drive a stick. A lot of, like Steve taught us how to drive a stick here. Steve taught us how to do the feather point operation with your legs, where you can hold the car on a hill just with the clutch so that you have enough time to hit the gas without rolling backwards. And I'm noticing now, wearing the prosthetic while I drive is completely changing how feather point works, and it's going to take some, I guess, like that was not a good that was not a good shift. It's going to take some proprioceptive adaptation in order to get that right, so I will learn. And on long distance drives, I won't wear the prosthetic, but I'm gonna learn how to wear it while driving in the city, because it's an important part of my disability access. The car is definitely like a very necessary disability aid for me in San Francisco. So I forgot. I need to remind you that the prosthetic company said that despite Kaiser being terrible at basically everything, that they have had this problem before. I guess not despite, because Kaiser's terrible at everything. They have had this problem before where Kaiser said something was covered, and then once the service had been provided, Kaiser then goes back on what they said before, trying to charge the patient for the service. So they said basically for now just to ignore Kaiser, and that they will deal with it. So remember that for the near future. It's not a long-term memory, but you do need to remember that in the near term.